YouTube, what's up? This is your boy DJ Troy. I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's having a wonderful time. I hope everybody's just having a blessed day in the name of Jesus. Okay, the first topic, or the first trending topic, of course, is the Kardashians. Kourtney Kardashian has officially ended her 10-year relationship with Mr. Scott Disick. Now, for those people who have been watching the Kardashian from the beginning of time and have watched Kourtney and Khloe Takes Miami and all the spin-offs that came from the Kardashian show, you know that the number one thing that's always been present is Scott, okay? We know that Scott is an asshole. We know that Scott is cool. We know that Scott could be funny. But at the end of the day, Scott has been the number one stabilizer in that entire family. Okay, do you realize that Scott has been there throughout it all? Khloe's breakup and divorce and all of our issues. Scott has been surprisingly the most normal and stable thing in the Kardashian family's life. Okay, so I know he also been, having a lot of issues with alcohol, has been going through a lot of stress and, different things from what we could see on TV. And can you imagine whatever else is going on behind closed doors? Because let me tell you this, in all relationship, don't matter what people tell you, don't matter what you see, there's so much more going on in that relationship. So I think this, picture surfacing with Scott somewhere in somewhere in France or one of them countries with his ex-girlfriend really was the last straw that broke the camel's back. So Kourtney decided after 10 years and 3 kids and no marriage that she's gonna end this relationship. And it probably was the right thing because, it's no secret that they have been having many problems. The surprise is that they stayed together so long. Okay, this is just that was the surprise. It's not surprising that they broke up. It's not news because they have been very open that, well, they have been having a lot of problems over the years. So the surprise is not that they broke up. The surprise is that, hey, they stayed together so long. So I'm wishing them the very best. Of course, your boy DJ Troy, the number one thing that I always talk about in celebrity breakup is the problems with the kids. Because at the end of the day, kids, don't matter how terrible daddy is, no matter how terrible mommy is, they need their parents. So I hope that Scott could be a wonderful dad to the 3 kids that he has with Kourtney. And I know that Kourtney is going to continue to be the best mom that she can be. So I wish them nothing but the very best. Okay. And my number one concern in all of this, regardless of if it's celebrity or newsmakers or whatever, listen, is just make sure that the kids are okay. All right. So shout out to Scott and Kourtney, wishing them the very, very best. All right. So now, Bill Cosby has been embroiled in this sex scandal for over the past year or something like that. And there's been so many stories about all the women that Bill Cosby supposedly had drugged. Now there was a deposition form being released showing that there was question asked to Bill Cosby, did you give women drugs? And the answer to that was yes. Okay, so Bill Cosby did admit in the past to have bought Quaaludes. And for those people who don't know Quaaludes is, I found out what it was when I watched the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. It was a very potent drug that people took back in the days, and it happened in the 70s and everybody was taking drugs. So the bottom line is that Bill Cosby definitely did drug women in the past, but he said that these women took the drugs consensually. Okay, so it's nothing that he forced on them, but hey, listen, it looks bad, it sounds bad, chances are it is bad. So whether or not Mr. Bill Cosby gets, convicted or prosecuted with anything, he did admit to at least purchasing drugs and giving it to women before we had sex. Okay, so it just looked very bad. But listen, man, mankind is flawed. Okay, it is what it is. We all have our demons that we're dealing with. I hope that this doesn't mess with his legacy, because at the end of the day, Bill Cosby has definitely changed comedy. He changed many people's life, and he did what he could have done. And I'm telling you, at the end of the day, there were a lot of women who got hurt, and there was a lot of people that got hurt. But I'm hoping at the end of the day that this works out for everybody involved. Whether people need counseling, whether they need money, whatever it is, I hope and I wish everybody the best. Then the singer, actress, Jill Scott came out and said, listen, she no longer supports Bill Cosby after she found out, that he did buy drugs or Quaaludes to give to women for sex. And my thing to Jill Scott is that, everybody has issues. Everybody is flawed. This situation supposedly happened in the 70s. And in the 70s, drugs was a huge thing. Everybody was taking drugs. So, we don't know what really happened. But, just don't jump to conclusion about every single situation. And the least that Jill Scott could have done was to release a new record instead of jumping in front of the gun and saying that she no longer supports Bill Cosby. The least she could have done is just say, hey, it is what it is, and just release more new music. Okay, instead of getting into a situation at the end of the day that's not going to benefit you, but at the end of the day is going to put down Bill Cosby. Okay, so Jill Scott, we need new music. We don't need new comments about, destroying a man's character that's already been destroyed. They took away the show. The Bill Cosby show is no longer airing on TV land. His life, as we know it, is over. His image has completely been destroyed in the media, and he looks now like a puppet. So, he doesn't need any more problems, It's already bad enough, Sorry for all the women that was involved, but Bill Cosby do not need any more stress or any more problems. Now, moving on to another trending topic is this guy, Mr. Fogle. Okay, Mr. Gerard Fogle. Gerard Fogle is currently being investigated, okay, for child pornography by the FBI. Now, you would wonder, who is Gerard Fogle? Now, have you seen any Subway commercial? Subway's, yes, the sandwich company, not the New York City subway line, but Subway's the sandwich company. Anybody seeing, oh, I was 300 pounds, now I lost, now I'm at 120 because of the Subway diet and the Subway sandwich? Yes, that's Gerard Fogle, the spokesman for Subway's company. His house is being investigated for child pornography. Now, the fallout for this is going to become very rapid because, as we all know, in America, in the public relations, in the PR sphere, anything negative could destroy your career. Okay, so now even if this allegation of him being charged or being investigated for child pornography comes out to not being true, his image has been tainted. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to your boy DJ Troy. I have over 10 years in public relations. I have many years studying public relations, the media and public. You do not want your name to be involved in any sort of negative allegations. It's bad for your company's representation. It's bad for wherever you go in the future. And this thing is going to follow Mr. Gerard for the rest of his life. The fact that your name gets called with child pornography, the fact that your name gets called with Subways is going to completely destroy you for the rest of your life. It is what it is. Okay? So people, remember, whatever you do, whatever you say, it can affect you. Even, the even for future earnings. Okay, so we don't know the situation. We don't know what the FBI is going to say. We don't know what this is going to become. But what I do know, okay, that this is going to become a very negative scar on Mr. Gerard's, career with Subways. Subways is definitely going to drop him like a hot cake quickly. Just look out for that coming, because as a brand, Subways do not need any type of negative publicity when it's related to his spokesman, okay? And I'm sure Twitter probably already start, going crazy, drop Gerard. But let's see how this works out, and I wish Mr. Gerard Fogle and his family the very best. And I hope that even though this comes up, we don't know how this is going to end, I hope that they are able to rebound from this, and I hope that, he doesn't slip back into how big he was and start to go crazy and his diet and what have you. But, if this allegation is true, for the people who are watching my videos, if for whatever reason you have files on your computer that is child pornography or what have you, please, I'm begging you, stop, delete it. Will destroy you. It's something that the FBI, it's something that the police takes very seriously. So if you know that you have issues, please take care of it. Do not fool around. It's something terrible. Don't do it, okay? Wishing Gerard and the Subway guys the very best. Now, moving on to, hip-hop star Remy Martin and Papoose. So there are going to be starring, and they're going to join the cast of Love and Hip Hop, most likely Love and Hip Hop New York. Okay, my opinion on that is that they shouldn't do it. Okay, and I really believe that they should leave that alone and find other ways, okay, to make money, other resources, start doing more shows, start doing more events, start, going overseas or whatever, because Love and Hip Hop is a relationship destroyer, okay? And they just went through a traumatic situation where Papoose was able to stay faithful, to Remy Ma, or that's what the image he portrayed to us in the media, that he has been by his woman's side, he has supported her during her stint in prison, and they were able to survive. Now she came out, and their relationship is going good as far as we know. There's no need to bring fire, okay, into their relationship, because Love and Hip Hop is about drama. It's about, getting people amped up, explode situations and blah, blah, blah. And they have been through so much. They do not need this drama in their lives. So I strongly believe that Papoose and Remy Ma should just leave Love and Hip Hop alone and figure out another way to make their money. It's something that your boy DJ Troy do not support, because they've been through so much already. Now to go into a situation that's going to inflame things, and you know that they need drama for Love and Hip Hop. I don't think that they should do it. So Remy Ma, Papoose, if you guys see my video, please, man, put your relationship first and forget about Love and Hip Hop. All right? If you can get out of the contract, I'm begging you, just understand and know that you have to fight for your relationship even more than you did when Remy Ma was in jail. Because I guarantee you that this situation is going to be much more inflammatory than even jail was. All right? Because Love and Hip Hop is about drama. They need drama. Okay? And you guys made it. Many couples, the list of men that actually support their women in jail is probably like zero to zero. Okay, it doesn't happen. And Papoose, you did the right thing by Remy Ma. So, doing this Love and Hip Hop thing, I don't think is the right thing. But understand that you have to be more invested in your relationship because you're doing this.